She's not difficult. She's not overreacting. She's not too much. She's just tired of being misunderstood. Because behind every sigh, every silence, every "I'm fine" is a woman who has spent years trying to translate herself in a world that misreads her depth as drama, her softness as weakness, and her intuition as insecurity. And still, she loves. Still, she stays until she can't. According to a study by the American Psychological Association, over 70% of women report feeling emotionally unsupported in their closest relationships. Not unloved, unsupported. That means they stay with people who may care, but don't truly see them. So today, we strip away the noise and offer you 10 truths, 10 weaknesses that are not flaws, but hidden invitations for a deeper, wiser kind of love. This is not a list for the passive listener. This is for the man who wants to learn her language before he loses her. How many times has she said, "I'm sorry," just to keep the peace? To avoid being called emotional? To avoid being left? She grew up watching women say sorry for crying, for asking questions, for simply existing with needs. This isn't weakness, it's survival. But even the strongest woman gets tired of shrinking herself to fit your comfort. A healed man doesn't take her apology. He reminds her she never had to offer one. She pours into your dreams, your pain, your silence. Sometimes more than she pours into herself. But don't confuse her generosity with limitless supply. Even oceans have low tides. Psychologist Dr. Laura McNally found that women are 3 times more likely to emotionally burn out in relationships due to unreciprocated emotional labor. They're not tired of love. They're tired of being the only one doing the loving. You might think she's fishing for compliments. You might think she should just know you love her. But here's the truth. Every woman carries echoes of past dismissals. Every "you're too sensitive." Every time someone stopped trying. She doesn't want you to build her ego. She wants you to remind her that her heart is still safe with you. And when she asks, "Are we okay?" she's really saying, "Please don't let me fight for this alone." Sometimes it looks like promises broken quietly, like emotional walls that never come down, like being told she's too intense for feeling deeply. When a woman lets you in, you are not entitled to her softness. You are entrusted with it. Break that trust, and you'll watch her retreat, not always in rage, but in quiet detachment. And that silence, that's the real goodbye. Science shows that women have more active mirror neurons than men, which means they literally feel more when they see others in pain. She's not overreacting. She's absorbing. She's processing. She's responding in a way the world has often labeled dramatic. But here's the thing. Her sensitivity is not something to be managed. It's something to be honored. Because when she cares completely. You might open the door for her, pay the bills, walk her to her car at night. But do you protect her from your silence? Do you make her feel safe when she's vulnerable, crying, unfiltered? Because a woman will only bloom in the soil of safety, not just with your body, but with your soul. If she always feels like she has to be strong, you've already missed the point. Yes, she'll pull back. Yes, she'll ask questions she already knows the answer to. Yes, she'll challenge you when you try to brush things off. But that's not manipulation. It's verification. She wants to know, are you here for real or just until it gets uncomfortable? A wise man doesn't fear these tests. He passes them, not by proving dominance, but by proving presence. You might tell her she's beautiful. But do you notice the way she shuts down after certain topics? Do you see how she changes when she's around people who've hurt her before? Being seen is not about compliments. It's about attentiveness. And when she says, "You don't get it," she's not dismissing you. She's begging you to try again. Not with flowers once a year, not with grand apologies after you've hurt her, but in the quiet, when you remember her coffee order, when you check in after a long day, when you hold space for her to just be without having to explain. Love to her is not a moment, it's a practice. And it's in the details where she knows she matters. So if you've ever loved a woman truly, deeply, then understand this. Her weaknesses are not flaws. They are entry points. They are doorways to the most sacred parts of her. And if you mock what she protects, you will never reach what she hides. But if you honor it patiently, gently, fully, you'll find a kind of love that isn't loud, but it lasts. Because the strongest relationships aren't built on control or charm or perfection. They're built on understanding. If this resonated with your heart, like, comment, and subscribe to The Healing Mirror.